Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video, you amazing fleshy mammals. You guys are so amazing. I just want to take all your hair and make a clone of you and break into your guys' house. Sorry about that, guys. That was my alter ego. I actually have split personality disorder. I'm slowly turning into the split guy. Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, back to the normal serious part of the video. Welcome back to Myth-Busting Mondays. I hope you guys are well since last week, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to today's myths. We have a mixture of both Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But yeah, guys, let's get on to really quickly explain what the final myth at the end of the video is going to be. The final myth, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the myth: is there any secret hidden maps that are in Left 4 Dead? We all know about the main maps, we all know about Dead Center, we all know about the Parish, we all know about No Mercy, we all know about Crash Course, etc, etc, etc. But with console commands, can we pull up a secret one that has never publicly existed? We're going to be finding that out at the end of today's episode. Anyways, guys, let's get on with the next week's episode of Myth-Busting Mondays. Myth: can the No Mercy gas station kill the tank? Hey, look at that, we're already back on the No Mercy gas station. We actually ended up having a myth, believe it or not, guys, for those of you guys that didn't see last week's episode, that was revolving around the gas station here. It was actually the final myth, and we wanted to see if whether or not you could survive it blowing up on you. And now we want to see if the gas station this time around is strong enough to kill the tank. It's obviously strong enough to kill us, but can the tank survive it? That is the question. So we're going to be blowing it up right here on the tank, and let's see if this hulking behemoth can match this gas station. So we blew it up, and I don't see him. The tank's not having a good way. He's kind of engulfed in all the flames and rubble, and I think it's safe to say that the gas station killed him. So yeah, this is confirmed. You know, the gas station's got a good track record going. It's killed us, and now it's even killed the hulking behemoth known as the tank. So what is there that this thing cannot kill? Myth: can the Taser and Back 4 Blood free you from the Ogre? Alrighty, guys, so I'm loaded up here on Back 4 Blood. I have got a stun gun in my inventory, also known as the Taser, and we are in a spot where the Ogre is guaranteed to spawn on the second chapter here. And I'm just going to be going to this one room where basically he can't end up chasing us any further, and the best thing he can do is try to grab us, which is perfect for this myth because that's exactly what we want him to do. So I'm going to try to get him to reach his arm through, and I'm going to purposely try to run into him while I have not one, but also two tasers inside of my inventory. And I have no cards, by the way, influencing this, you know, possibly. So it's just going to be only me with the tasers. So we're just going to be seeing whether or not I can free myself. So here we go. I am grabbed on mashing my keys, but I unfortunately didn't end up being able to use the taser until he just let me go. So unfortunately, that means that this myth is going to be busted. You can't end up using the taser to free yourself if the Ogre grabs you and Back 4 Blood. You can only use it right after he lets you go. Myth: can the spitter acid destroy a tank rock? Alrighty, guys, now this myth was the hardest to do in not only this episode, but in the entire series, because I had to have the help of not only my friend Jake, but also my friend Joseph. So this took 3 people in its entirety to do, and this took us over 3 hours of trial and error. So what we actually decided to do was we went into a versus game on a local server, just playing the 3 of us, while me and Jake were infected and our friend Joseph was a survivor, so the game wouldn't end from lack of players on both teams, and it was just a pain in the butt. So if you're going to drop a like, please drop it for this, most certainly, because I really think that not only that this myth was difficult, but also that Jake and Joseph deserve the recognition. So please definitely do so. But anyways, let's mostly get on with the myth now. So essentially what we need to do is we're just going to be taking one of us as a spitter and one of us as a tank, and just seeing if the spit colliding with the rock will destroy it, or if the rock will just simply break from player collision. So here's Jake as a tank and me as a spitter. I'm going to shoot. Okay, now that part is really tough to judge. So let's not only play in slow motion, but also screenshot it at a certain frame. So here's the exact frame that I'm unsure about. As you guys can see from my perspective, it looks like that the spit is hitting the rock. But the problem is, though, is that the rock is so close to me that it actually could either be A, the spit did break the rock, or B, it could be the player collision breaking the rock. If the rock broke further away from me, I would definitely say it's the spit. But at this angle, I genuinely cannot tell. So now what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be showing you Jake's point of view from his shadow play. Okay, so this is Jake's point of view of the exact same circumstance. So there I am as the spitter, and as you guys can see, he's going to throw the rock now. And when I go to spit, from his point of view, it looks like that the spit went through the rock, which is a completely different result than what I got. See, now this is a screenshot from Jake's point of view, and this actually tells probably the most logical half of the story. In addition to that, I'm also going to be telling you guys what Jake told me when he was getting this gameplay. Now, when you're looking at the screenshot right here, you guys can see that the rock is already broken, but my spit is now forming on the ground. From what he saw, he basically told me that from his point of view, that the rock and the spit, technically the images, like the pixels, they did collide, but they went through each other. It's like they were intangible. So they don't actually register and actually hit each other's hitboxes. They actually went through each other, and the rock only exploded on me, and it just happened to look like that the spit had a chance of being able to be the reason, just because of how close it was from my first-person point of view. But from Jake's, it actually clarifies that it wasn't actually the spit, it was instead just bad camera angles. So my friends, this myth is busted, but it does give us a good piece of life advice, which is, this is why you always want to have multiple perspectives. Myth: can you disable a door alarm by shooting the door handle and Back 4 Blood? Alrighty guys, next myth. We are back to Back 4 Blood, and we are on Evansburg once again. This is going to end up being a nightmare run. Now, with this nightmare run, I actually have it where there's a whole bunch of alarm doors, not only just because I know this map very well, and they typically do that to me, but also I know because I got a corruption card that specifically said so. So now what I am going to be doing is that I'm going to be trying to basically replicate this strategy that I see on Reddit, because that's actually where this myth originally comes from. This was like a Reddit tip. And I want to see if I can actually shoot the door handle, causing the alarm to essentially basically turn off and break. So I've got a Super 90 in my hand, and I got it decked out with a whole bunch of attachments. I feel like basically having a Super 90 will essentially be the best option because of the type, bullet spread if I actually aim down the sights. Plus also shotguns are usually meant for like destroying doors anyways. So what I'm going to do is once I find one, I'm just going to aim down sights and basically barrel stuff the thing and just see if that works. So I'm in the area now where there's going to be probably the most alarmed doors. I'm just going to clear out some of the zombies just so that way they're out of my way and they do not mess up the experiment, because if the zombies break down the door, then we don't really have true results. So I want to do this specifically with just the shotgun. So here we go. I found one. It's highlighted in red because I'm Carly. I'm just going to aim down sights and shoot. Okay, so far there's no alarm. That's actually really reassuring. So I did it again, and boom. Yeah. I mean, other than the zombie technically being behind it and also hitting it afterward, but keep in mind it was in between, this is basically confirmed. Yeah, you can shoot the door handle, and it's not going to set the alarm off. And plus also, you can combine this with the zombie strategy, where you just have the zombies break down the door for you. But yeah, if you want to use this actually as an alternative option, now you got one. Sweet, this is going to make Nightmare a lot easier now. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now we are on the final myth, the ultimate myth, the big bad myth of today's video. And it is going to be, once again, is there any secret hidden maps that are in Left 4 Dead? The console commands have surprised me before with all the secrets that they keep in there, so let's see if there's any secret hidden maps that have been hiding in Left 4 Dead all this time. Myth: is there any secret hidden maps in Left 4 Dead 2? Alrighty, my friends, so here goes the final myth. So we're going to be going into the console commands and just typing in a command that should hopefully, ideally, pull up a map that we have never seen before. So when it comes to the console commands, we want to end up typing in this code right here. We want to type in map space tutorial underscore standards, and this is going to actually be able to supposedly pull up a brand new map. So let's do this. Boom, there it is, and oh, okay, it is loading something. It's not just BS, it is trying to load something. Okay, that definitely is promising. Now, I've seen this loading screen before. This loading screen in particular, other than Rochelle looking like that she's actually out for a bloodlust. This is basically like the map generation for like things that are not complete yet, or kind of like hidden in basically secret game modes for like the mutations. Alright, it's almost loaded. Please don't crash. Oh! Holy crap! Hey, look at that! We're in there! Hey, okay, so what is this? Okay, I'm in a room. I mean, it says tutorial, so I can only figure that this is a tutorial for Left 4 Dead? Okay, well, there is zombies, and it is playing like a normal map so far. Sweet. Alright, so there's orange tubes everywhere. The building's all white. We kind of look like we're almost like an underground bunker facility, and we immediately can call an elevator. It's got a horde summoning event. I can only assume that based off the fact that there's tutorial in the name, that this literally is a Left 4 Dead tutorial. This probably was meant for the devs to practice things like, you know, certain events and certain guns and spawn rates and all that stuff. But, yeah, this is legitimately really cool. There actually is a secret hidden map in this game after all. And it's pretty well detailed, too. I mean, it's like a really small map, and it's very sandboxy, but I like the fact that it actually has pretty much one of everything. It's got med kits, it's got, you know, an elevator for, like, a horde summoning event, there's rescue, there's guns, there's, like, zombies, miniguns, everything. I mean, this is basically like a mini survival map if you think about it, although I can't explain the train. In addition to that, by the way, guys, I also found 2 other codes that also work, too. These 2 additional codes can end up loading a redone version of the parish where the textures are unfinished and it's all buggy and glitchy. And this code can actually end up loading in just a single, like, stadium, or like what it looks like is like a shuffleboard area. I don't know why, but yeah, these exist too. So, my friends, there was some secret hidden maps in Left 4 Dead hiding under our noses this entire time, and it is really, really cool to know that they exist, because this was something that I was unaware of until just recently, and I'm very, very glad that I now know about this, but it's really cool. I guess you could say, the more you know. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it here for today's episode. But before you do take off, though, I do just want to encourage you guys to check out last week's episode because the myths were pretty insane there. Remember how I told you guys we were testing of whether or not we could see if we could survive the gas station on No Mercy? I'm really curious if you guys end up thinking you know the results, so I recommend going to check your suspicions down below in the description or by clicking the end card at the end of the video. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys end up enjoying today's episode. If you did and you guys want to see more Myth-Busting Mondays, please show your support by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe, and all that beautiful stuff. If you guys would like to financially support the channel, I tremendously appreciate you guys could go check out my Patreon. It's always linked down below in all my YouTube video descriptions, or you guys can use supporter creator code BlackNinja797 in all caps in the Fortnite Epic Games item shops, because Epic is my very first sponsor, and they are sponsoring today's video, so shout out to Epic Games. But yeah, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most craziest YouTuber, stalker, hybrid...
You need Jesus, that's what you need.
Hey, meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!